Street Fighter returns to Fight Night, February the 24th, only on ESGN TV.
When I'm not out getting laid all the time, I'm watching ESGN TV.
Every night is Fight Night.
Ah, shit. Is it? Motherfucking is it?
ESGN TV changes lock. Lock on.
Welcome back to Fight Night.
Ek0p, it is time to see, can this warrior deck, which was actually put in here by Ek0p to kill a hunter deck, can it actually kill this deck and hopefully kill another deck after that, or he might be in some trouble?
That trouble's fine. I mean, one team has to lose, right?
One team, yeah, I guess it's okay if he gets into trouble, right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, 3-1, whatever, you know, we'll just...
Actually, come to think about it, it might be more entertaining to see trouble right now, and at least for the sake of your team, come back and make it 3-2 after that. But
Well, I mean, if Ek0p, you mean like the reverse all kill?
yeah,
Well, his last deck is a paladin deck, so
been
as
seen
you've
before.
seen, yeah, this is
Yeah.
the deck that can do it. But normally the paladin deck, multiple times so far in Fight Nights, the paladin deck has come back 2 games and then lost in the final game.
whoa, would you molly a weapon against the warrior?
Okay, let me think here. I think I would keep the weapon personally. But, all right,
you
and
want the
actually,
one
to be
drops, right?
perfectly honest, the Hunter's Mark might actually be something worth keeping against Hunter as well. So,
Yeah.
actually, I'm a little bit surprised by some of the plays that we've seen from Monk with this Hunter deck, but you know what? It's worked out so far for him.
1 for 1.
1 for 1. We'll see if he can make it 2 for 2. Or maybe just 1 for 2.
Well, you get the Armor Smith challenging the Leper Gnome. The Armor Smith is twice as strong as a Leper Gnome.
Yeah,
As
he
it turns
eats through
out.
2 Leper Gnomes, or maybe an abusive Sergeant buff in a Leper Gnome. Well, this is a very annoying situation here for...
There's the other one.
Well, do you actually silence it? I think so.
Yep,
But there's going to be some card advantage gained anyways. Oh, I love this. The second Leper Gnome.
more Leper.
Look at that.
Do we have Whirlwinds in the deck? We have
Yes.
2.
Yes, indeed.
Is it time to draw one?
My thanks. Well, maybe that means that he got... No.
Almost.
I didn't get
As
it,
the
but-
other one. But Cleve is still pretty strong here.
Yeah. Takes 4 damage from those Leper Gnomes, of course. But he does clear the board, and the Hunter deck only has 3 cards in hand, so that is an issue. And let's not forget, with Armor Up, he can equal out that steady shot.
Eventually, at least.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do? Do you bow or do you track and ping? I feel it's a bit early to bow.
Yeah, I definitely think that this is a track ping turn, because he needs to set up what he wants to do with this. Like, is the Eagle Horn, is that going to immediately go after this 1/2 Armor Smith? He needs to know where to use his first charge, I would say.
Yeah.
Because it could be a while before he gets a secret off and gets to recharge it, especially considering he's only playing 2 secrets in the deck.
Yeah, those explosive traps.
Well, we'll see what
Well,
he
he's
ends up going
moving
for.
his mouse around pretty quickly. He's probably not that excited about this play.
You know, I'm a very clicky player, and I can't tell you how many times I've cast tracking and accidentally just picked a card immediately, and I'm like, oh, I don't even
Well,
know
what
what
do
I
you
threw
think?
away.
Do you pick charge, or do you pick the charge, or do you pick the smaller charge?
Okay, so right here,
I think I'd maybe go with the Arcane Golem. Just
Really?
more damage.
more damage.
More damage.
And you know what? He's a 4/2, which means he's a little bit more playable in a certain way. I could see
also
going with
more
the
damage.
Wolf Rider, but absolutely not the Bluegill.
No.
There's just no way. The Bluegill, the funny thing about Bluegill, I think, is he's basically the hero power, because he never lives. What? Well, he chooses...
The Bluegill.
But he's like basically a hero power, right? Because he dies almost always right after he comes out. You could have just hit the hero power button, right?
I mean... Cute little guy. Tries his hardest to do some damage.
He always does some damage. That's what charge minions are all about.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've played against Murloc decks and he just comes out and ruins my day
Well,
when I think...
there's his other friend.
Yeah. Well, here, I guess what you're going to do is a hero power plus 1 Bluegill, but the Bluegill is going to be taken out so easily.
Yeah, but there's another one.
That's true, but you know what else? He's going to be taken out so easily. There's like the... I don't know, man. The Arcane Golem would be more damage, or the Wolf Rider would be more damage. Thing is, the Bluegill fits pretty well in his curve this turn, at least.
I think you might be thinking of Eagle Horning down to the Weaponsmith.
And maybe, yeah.
I'm not sure. Can you really win that way?
You can't start playing control with it. I think you'd have to go face against this warrior. Like, you actually just have to ignore everything because the warrior is going to take control. And if you're killing his minions, you're not killing his life total, and eventually he's going to start armoring up. A lot of these cards, like, for instance, Arathi Weaponsmith, it's pure card advantage for them.
You can see the 2 shield blocks as well. So we do have some, healing variation.
Yeah, I mean, and it draws the card, so it's not like you're throwing it away like a Holy Light or something.
Well,
like,
that's pretty good.
It is.
It definitely won one of the games against the Hunter.
That is for certain, but shield block, I would argue, is significantly a better card. So he's reading that. He's trying to make sure he doesn't make an Artosis type mistake where he doesn't quite understand what this does. He's like, why don't I have a 2/2 weapon? Oh wait, no.
I think he just doesn't want to send his bluegill to his doom. But
well, the bluegill's gonna die. The thing is, he knows that the Arathi's just gonna hit it, and then it's like, well, darn.
Yeah.
If only he had that Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark, the 3/3 send the bluegill.
Well, you send the bluegill at the warrior.
Yep.
And then you're like, whatever, clean up with whatever you want.
Yeah.
At least it's gonna die. But I think that's what his hesitation is. He's like, well, thing is, he's gonna gain more card advantage if I do this. And this is no, you don't play both bluegills. You hero ability, for sure. For certain. Without doubt, Ek0p.
But what if they're friends? What if they want to go in together?
Holding hands.
They do!
They do. Well, the thing is, both these can be killed, and, like...
This is the cleave test.
The cleave test. Do you have cleave?
They have Acolyte of Pain, though.
Well, this is where we see the weapon swing plus the Arathi. I think you keep your minions on board right now because he does have that second Arathi in hand.
Strike.
No, I kind of agree with this play, in fact, because you want to limit the damage from the little doggies.
Oh, you know what? That is true. That's a very good point. Well, it's a piece of Sergeant coming up. He would have been pretty good with those bluegills, huh?
Yeah. Especially on this turn, we have an odd amount of mana.
Well, he's going to play the Eagle Horn and be able to use the hero power as well.
I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like with this deck, I'm just not confident in any plays. Like, they all suck, but they just amass to 30 life somehow.
Yeah, it's like, the thing is, you're drawing cards every turn, and your hero ability is like, like drawing more of these bad charge
Look at that
minions.
hand. Double slam, double execute.
Well, the executes are like kind of funny here, because if you damage any of the minions, they just die.
You slam an Acolyte here? I think that might be the play.
Oh, no, it's a rat. I think it's a Arathi armor.
His mouse is pretty close to that
It's
pair
close
of
to
slams.
I totally see what you're saying.
Here it comes.
Drawing a card is nice.
It's
like,
drawn 2 cards.
You know what? That's true. It does draw 2 cards.
And
you know what? I'm with you.
those are probably the
slam.
worst cards in your deck. I mean, it's only up from here.
That's true. Like, these executes are about as worthless can be against this deck.
Oh man.
Gotta damage that leper gnome so that I can execute him. No, never heard anyone say that. Alright, so he's actually just starting to beat down now. I would not be
and
surprised.
the catapult.
My god.
That was truly all in.
Well, unfortunately the catapult doesn't do damage yet, as far as I know.
Oh, wow.
Imagine if it did do damage, you get like 5 times this point of damage, like everyone's just frantically clicking on that map.
I mean you'd have to buy new mice.
Yeah. It's good marketing right there.
Yeah.
Well, he could Iron Beak this Acolyte, I guess. He could hero power. Like, this is already looking really bad. This is a good counter deck to the Hunter.
Well,
I
there's
feel
a lot
like
of beasts.
if he had done the bluegill play, though, that we were talking about before, I feel like he'd be at like 11 health this turn.
Well, I think it's all right to just hero power as he did and just really hope for that unleash draw.
Yeah, an unleash draw would be very nice right now. Well, that's a good draw as well, isn't it?
That's a nice draw to pair it up.
And slamming the Acolyte at this point is really nice because then he can still armor as well, and that's a lot of life gain.
Yep. Okay. I think we have a winner. even though the life hasn't reached 0.
Yeah. Well, look, he's lifed up to like 22.
And then he can Alistraza if he really needs to.
I just don't see this.
Whoa. That value of execute.
You know, if he could somehow... He's at 12 health against 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. So, I guess like a Korkron Elite or a Garrosh finishes this game off. But if neither of those happen, and he can draw a Doggy next turn, could he... No, that's not enough either. This is a bad situation right now for Monk.
Well, I think here you Wolf Rider, ping, and maybe even play the Iron Beak. No, you don't play the Iron Beak.
Iron Beak doesn't do too much.
Yeah, you need 5 mana, and then the hero ability you need 7 mana if you draw Doggies. But I think you certainly Wolf Rider the face.
Yeah. You think you throw down the Abusive Sergeant as well? Do it for 5?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I mean, it's not going to do any more than 2 damage.
Like, you gotta do it while you're young. Yeah.
You know what? There's a Whirlwind in Ek0p's hand now, which actually kills every card in the hand right now.
Well, this is the Hunter deck. Like,
yeah.
If you want, some longevity in your minions, you have to play the Arcane Golem with that monstrous 2 health.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just down to Animal Companion. I guess, you know what? Leroy, he has 2 health. It's getting up there.
Okay, so it looks like he is pulling the trigger with the Wolf Rider. Saving the Sergeant. Plays the Owl. Okay. I think this is fine.
Prevents a card draw. May as well.
Oh, man. If only there had been an attack last turn. Or was there?
There was.
Oh, there was.
No, he fully attacked last turn.
That's true.
Don't worry about that, Kurt.
I think you Whirlwind here.
I think so. Obviously, you attack first with your minions.
Yep.
Whirlwind, attack with the axe, play the new axe.
Yeah.
Armor up.
You really have to
Pretty simple.
You really have to see it as an advantage to lose 2 minions at this point.
When it's getting this low, and the thing is, he has the Fiery War Axe. That's 6 damage, like this, which is a win.
Yeah.
Just straight up, like maximum 2 turns, and there's no way he's gonna die in that time. He doesn't even have to spend any mana except for Alexstrasza if he gets low. Which he'll probably get low, play Alexstrasza next turn, and just kill with the axe.
Okay, well, let's see if he does do the Whirlwind.
I think for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like with these minions out and possible 3 Doggies coming, can't have that.
You might even slam your own 3/2 creature. Just wipe the board clean.
You know what? That is actually smart. I think it'd be a shield slam though, not a slam.
No, it'd be a slam before the Whirlwind.
You think so?
Hey, draw a card for it.
Yeah, before the Whirlwind. You're right. I do like that more.
I mean, can you gain life? Nah.
With the Hunter deck, you can't do anything. He
Well,
actually has no outs.
You might have.
He has to deal
ooze.
19 damage this turn.
I don't think he does have an ooze. No, it's over. There's no way you can do 19.
You know what's so funny about the Hunter deck? When looking at the deck list, when you look for ooze, normally on a deck you look right
near
at the top 4 spots, and then
right
here,
at the bottom.
This is like the bottom. This fills out the mana, and it's acidic swamp ooze. It like it's at the beginning of the alphabet and everything.
Yeah.
He's really considering killing his own minion here. Use an execute, actually. No, you can't. Oh, God.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
What is wrong with me? Oh.
Well, I think for your sake you should have played that off as a joke, but I think they know now. I think they're aware.
Maybe it was a joke. Maybe that's how deep the joke is. I'm just really good at this.
I think it's too late to save this. Wow, and Leash came up.
Yeah, good thing you killed off those. Well, it doesn't matter really, I don't think, because even...
1 Doggy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? At least he can attack for like 5. Good work, Doggy. He's deciding, do I end turn, let him kill me, or do I concede? And there we go. The concession from Monk. And Ek0p does tie up the series 1-1 so far.
Pretty weird how the Hunter deck looks so dominant in some matches and so helpless against that.
Yeah, it's actually really, it is kind of weird, but you gain so much card advantage so quickly with this deck with like armor smiths. And the thing is, you have that armor up, which it's like life gain in a hero power. And the thing is, Priest just doesn't have the type of removal that that Warrior does. So Warrior is
the weapons,
the deck.
the overtime removal really makes it, you know, you can lead into, especially the weaponsmith I thought was really strong.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that thing kills like 4 creatures.
Yeah.
That's
In
crazy.
fact, I think it generally does end up killing 4 minions. So that's like 4 for 1 card advantage. And the thing is, you play it, it's like set it and forget it. It's like one of those infomercials. You put them out, and then you can just armor up while you're killing stuff off.
Well, it's 1-1. There's reasonable hope.
Yeah, the Warrior deck, we're going to have to see how this does against some other decks, because it is definitely tuned to kill off specifically a Hunter, but that doesn't mean it can't beat anything else.
Yeah, we have seen the Warrior played quite a few times by Liquid Value in Season 3, so they must be pretty confident as a pretty well-rounded deck, and we'll have to see that showing.
They should know how to beat it.
Yeah.
We'll see if they do when we come back from this quick commercial break.
I'm just gonna draw 10 cards in a row with Netfago. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Stay tuned for more Fight Night. Street Fighter returns to Fight Nights, February the 24th, only on ESGN TV.
Tune in to Fight Night, because if you don't, you're f***ing up.
For you, you're just watching a show. For me, every night is fight night.
Yeah. Tonight is fight night.
The best gamers is from Singapore. Fight Night.
Street Fighter returns to Fight Nights, February the 24th, only on ESGN TV.
Ready? What's up, bitches? I'm Tasteless, and this is ESGN TV.
Hi, my name is Aliu, and I'm better than you at Street Fighter.
Every day is Fight Night. Literally.
Fight Night. My body is ready.
Welcome back to Fight Night.
Looks like it's time for Paladin.
I'm excited.
I know you are. You seem excited. You sound excited. I know that you love Paladin. I know you love talking about guys.
I feel like I've seen this deck play out many times this season.
It looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's like this card right at the end that costs 20.
20, you say,
Yeah.
but you only get 10 mana.
Well,
What's the catch?
The catch is you take some damage, and then instead of 20, you just knock off that 2 and it doesn't cost anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bargain to me.
It is.
And the thing is, you can actually trick your opponent into doing that damage to you, so you don't even have to do it to yourself.
I've actually seen the plays where you can actually trick your opponent by giving them a big creature and attacking into it to hit yourself to play those cards at a pretty severe discount.
Amazing plays when that happens.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
All right. Now, taking a look at this.
Double Peacekeeper Keep. That seems insane to me. I don't know about you.
I think I would keep one and throw the other back. Like, I don't mind keeping one because you know that there's probably frothings in this deck. And those, if they get out of control, like if you don't have like a True Silver or something right away, maybe that can become an issue.
Certainly wouldn't keep 2 though.
Oh no, certainly not 2. I maybe he's just like, well, this is going to be very useful in the later game, but...
Well, the Acolyte of Pain is quite good just to take out some dudes, draw some extra cards. Shield block, not so great. Cairn's fine.
Yeah, well, the shield block is like, let's say that it's just playing dudes and then like a giant. Sometimes the shield block can help you into
I just feel like this
shield
matchup
slam.
is so slow that the Paladin just absolutely doesn't care about how much life you have.
Oh yeah, for sure, but I'm talking about for like a shield slam. Like if he just goes
certainly
like
a shield slam.
dude.
Yeah.
Mountain giant. Yeah.
Well, Monk is really in the tank on this one.
Yeah, he's really thinking about, kind of muttering to himself right now. It's like, do I keep 2 Aldors? He's like, yes, I keep 2 Aldors.
I don't think I would do that, but we'll see. That's a fun 2 cards to draw.
Yeah, that's a pretty secure hand he has for sure. All right, so it's time for some armoring and some duding.
And a lot of card draw off that Acolyte.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. When he plays Acolyte, you keep making dudes. The dudes are just going to be pillaged.
I don't know. He's got the cruel task as well, man. That is a value acolyte.
Yes, indeed it is. All right, well, it's time for a dude. And of course, the acolyte is going to pop out this next turn. And that's just going to be awesome for him.
What do you think? Equality?
Equality! Oh my god, if he equalities to get rid of this acolyte, I'm going to lose it.
Well, he didn't see
I think you just have to
He didn't
assume.
see any big cards come from the warrior in the last game.
How about Tink? You could Tink it, get the squirrel, get rid of the squirrel with the dude.
Or not get the squirrel and get
Well, we don't
owned.
even want to think about that. That would be terrible. Well, this is where I think you attack into the warrior and you don't make a dude. I couldn't bring myself to feed dudes to this guy. It's like,
oh man.
How about you, King Krip of the dudes? Like, would you make them run into him all day and draw cards for the warrior?
We know it's the right play because he has the cruel task.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's not what you're thinking right now, I don't think. I think you're basically thinking, am I literally not going to play anything?
I'm just trying to convince myself if there's any hope that I would actually play a dude. If I could think around this and it's like, yeah, maybe he has a whirlwind or a cruel task, you know?
Wait,
the whirlwind.
The whirlwind, I don't know what the whirlwind would be all about. I'm like, yeah, I mean, he's just going to kill your dude anyway with it, right? But I couldn't do it because of this. This is like playing against Priest. I wait to see if they have the Northshire Cleric before I play dudes, because that's just free cards. Same thing with the Acolyte. Like this is like reverse Warlock hero power.
What do you think about tinking your dude?
I think you're crazy. I think that's wild. Like, would you actually use that right now? The thing is, there's not that many big minions in the warrior deck. It doesn't have that many like end game kill cards. It's got like the 4 finishers basically.
If you tink your dude, you lose the mountain next turn.
Yeah.
If you do anything, you lose your mountain next turn.
I think you just probably attack and then mountain next turn. And then probably the Acolyte not only draws off this guy, but he draws off hitting the mountain so that you can execute. And then you're like, oh, this is just a bad day.
Yep. Well, no dude banking on the mountain.
Yep. Well, he's definitely going to run into that. There's just no question.
Yep.
Why is he thinking? Go ahead. Wait, actually, he might be thinking about using Armor Smith, because you could do that and just gain an armor off of it. Ooh, Nat Pimple. So good.
Pagel Cruel Task? I think I would Cruel Task here.
Just to make sure you get that other card?
Yep.
Yeah, other than that, like, Cruel Task is just something that I would use generally to damage something for an execute.
Oh, Armor Smith.
Well, if he was going to Armor Smith, I guess he was waiting to see what he drew. But yeah, it would be a little bit better to have that 1 extra armor from it. I think it shouldn't necessarily change his mind if he actually wants to play this.
I mean, what 2-drop could he have gotten to play?
It's a good question. Yeah. No, that's true. He actually should have been able to think that out.
Yeah.
Looking at this deck list, the 2-drops, maybe a Fiery Warrax?
Nah.
That could have...
Whoa. He just fished up an Execute. I don't know if you caught that.
No, I did not catch that. Oh my god.
That might be a good card.
Well, I think it's pretty okay against this Mountain Giant once you run your Acolyte into it to draw another card. And then, of course, he has another Acolyte as well. This is going pretty well. Going pretty well
ECOP.
for the of course, that's what well would be, right?
Oh, sure.
A little bit of biasness here. Okay,
Question is,
the thing is, do you care about armor? Or do you care about these card draws? And I think that this is the right play. That's what I would have done. Not that I value the Armor Smith more, but that guy's already kind of at the end of his life, and I have another one in hand.
I think you play the other one.
I think so as well. I could see the Arathi. It's a little bit more mana efficient. You get a weapon out to help deal with whatever.
I mean, you don't need help dealing with dudes, that's for sure.
You get the dude situation down.
Yeah.
Try this. Strike.
All right. So, first blood. There we have
1
it.
Execute down. He's got the double shield block. Pretty much shield slam kills anything.
Absolutely. Even this Drake that's going to be like a 4/9, which is the right play here. Yeah, right.
It is a 9, yeah.
Yeah, it's 4/9. He's just counting to make sure he knows what's going on here. I do this too, where and then like something pops up, I lose track. Ugh. It's so hard to count your own hand. There, you should be able to hover down there and see it like your opponent's.
The thing is, if you Drake, you can't equality consecrate next turn because he has the weapon.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think you really care. Your life total's fine. I don't think you need to quality consecrate at all. Like, maybe... No, I can't think of a situation which you'd really want to do that next turn. Like, even if Karn comes down, I don't think it's worthwhile.
And he does come down.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, because, like, you kill the first one of them, but then you're going to be a 4-5 out against your 4-1, and what does that do for you?
Fishies? Thinking of attacking.
And certainly this Paladin deck, with the amount of finishes it has, can't possibly...
2 for 2.
Wow.
Slam's a good card as well. Probably helps finish off that Drake.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, this is like a ridiculously full hand, full of great stuff.
I think you Tink Karen, and if you get the 5-5, you Aldor it. Next turn, Tyrion.
I think that that's a really good play, especially if he realizes how few finishers are in the Warrior deck. If you deal with one this early in the game, you're going to feel so much more comfortable. And especially if you look at his hand, right? He's got a Sylvanas, which can help deal with one. He's got the Humility Consecrate, which can deal with at least one.
Equality.
Yeah, and he's got another Aldor, which can really help out as well. Like, Grommash is not nearly as scary if you do an Aldor Peacekeeper on him.
Yep.
Let me think.
As it turns out.
Yeah, no, he's the one, like...
10 attack creature going back down to 1 makes it fairly harmless.
Especially if he's already enraged, and then it's like he's like a 1/8 with charge. It's like...
Whoa, Sylvanas.
I have no time for this.
That seems interesting.
Oh. Alright. Well, you know what? This should end up stealing something. This is a better Sylvanas play than we've seen a lot so far in this set of Fight Nights.
Does it?
Yeah, I really think it's going to steal like the Pagel. Probably.
Yeah. Is that good enough?
Yeah, I think so, because you're trading one Karn, and you're trading your Arathi Weaponsmith, and he's getting the Pagel. I think that's fine. Because, yeah, I think that's totally okay, because that's a lot of value.
He has the other Ragnaros. If Monk, it seems by chance, but if Monk manages to delay the Equality Consecrate combo to include Rag...
Oh, that would be insane.
That might be the game.
Yeah, that's 2 win conditions gone.
Yeah.
And that leaves him with just 2, and it feels like Rag is something that... he's pretty important.
The thing is, whenever I see Sylvanas, I see, like, desperate. And the thing is, Monk isn't desperate. He's got some stuff behind.
Huh. It's definitely true, but again, if I look at this, I think he's going to gain value here no matter what happens.
I think he's thinking of Acolyte Whirlwind.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. Do you just give up your Pagel? Like, do you do a sick gamble here? Like, play this out, do the Whirlwind, execute, something like that, and just hope that he doesn't get Karn? Because that would be, like, a little bit scary. I think you have to finish with Karn.
No, you just Whirlwind and finish with Karn.
And just let him maybe steal whatever it is, like a 3/2 or an Acolyte.
You can do Cruel Task, Whirlwind, and execute.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, with that coming out... Yeah, with that coming out, he can actually finish basically anything here.
What?
Huh. Not exactly what I was expecting. And
looks like you might just push for damage.
Well, you can't use that hero ability, so I wish he'd stop going over it.
I just want to see what it does. It's good to be clear about what cards and abilities do in the game.
I mean, if you're not brave, sure. If you're a coward, go ahead and read every card.
Whoa.
Sometimes you just gotta play with your heart. All right, so goes ahead, draws another card here, and it should be finishing off that Sylvanas now.
Howdy.
Of course, you do want to attack with your Pagel first.
Well,
and he's got everything at low enough health that he can just kill it off with his own weapon. So this is actually a very good move. This is a much better turn than actually what I foresaw happening. He's got a much bigger board.
I forgot about the weapon.
Yeah. So it's going to give him an extra card, but that was really dealt with quite beautifully by Ek0p.
Yeah.
That was kind of a complicated play, too. I liked it.
I didn't imagine being able to kill the Pagel, and that is how it was done.
That's how the cruel
Pagel
taskmaster.
3 for 3.
Wow. And he's applying the beats. Like he's crazy right now.
Well, we're at 10 cards, and no Mountain Giant or Twilight Drake to be seen.
Do you do some sort of...
Yeah, some sort of clear the board play.
I think actually here you utilize your coin. You go Consecrate plus True Silver, just clear the board like that. Save that equality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah, that's going to be a really safe play. Totally. Because if you use equality, that like doesn't even make sense. Because his life total is still high enough, he can take a hit with the True Silver. It'll only be
with lay on hands.
Yeah, just bring down to 18. It's totally fine. And he needs to start emptying his hand a little bit more too, because if he wants to use that lay on hands, man. You know what? That sets him up for some really nice turns in the future. Both executes are gone.